Ms. Winter,
Here.
Mr. Wright. All right, we're all here. Let's get started with the Pledge of Allegiance then.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. So, do we have any public comments on the agenda items tonight? Okay, hearing none. Move on to the next thing here. Additions to the agenda, or anyone want to add anything?
I would like to.
Okay, Barbara and Rich.
I would love to add, welcome introduction for the board members, if they can speak, for introduce why they ran, congratulations on the win, and all the blessings.
I think that sounds
I
wonderful.
don't think we'll quickly around.
To the whole group.
Yeah.
So they can know us.
And Rich.
Just wanted to add to, I noticed that in Kareem's comments, when I was reading that earlier about the heat exchanger, I wanted to have a motion that we, if they dropped over the amount. Yeah.
I still haven't gotten a quote from them.
He's still gonna have to add some.
And then they have to hand them.
Right, but I think if we get it done first, then we
Yeah.
have to have them.
We have space heaters running back there.
Right. If there's any way to avoid it, under meeting, if you want to do that.
Or special meeting, when we hold, well,
Just add that.
So approval of the heating system,
we need motion for that?
I believe so, yes.
For the- yeah.
To
Add that to
add,
the agenda?
yes. Yes. Motion by Mr. Robbins, second. Second by Ms. Crouch Johnson.
Just to be clear, we're approving a purchase in the future.
We are
We're going to
going to
when we
discuss
do
whether
this.
or not we,
We're
yeah.
just approving amending the thing.
Other thing that's worth mentioning is we do have a building repair budget, and that's where things like this typically come from.
Yeah, we can discuss it with the.
okay. So all in favor of those two agenda items being added?
Right.
Aye. All opposed? None. Okay, great. Okay, moving on to the approval of minutes from our October 24th, 2022 meeting. Do we have a motion to approve those minutes?
I would like to make a motion, but I also would like to make a change.
Okay, right. Do we have a second for a change?
Oh, second to the change.
Okay, thank you.
So I know everything is truthful, but we need to indicate in the minutes what time we enter the closed session, what time we finish the closed session, and that the item was voted, for fully late. But I don't remember, I think, were you kind enough to get that promotion, I think?
I started a voicemail with my phone.
I know I always to look.
That's okay. That's okay. That's good then.
So we don't have to do it now, it's just like once it's, changed, so I will, move the minutes as updated.
Okay,
Out with no, of the closed minutes and closed session and open session.
okay, so move the minutes as amended. Do we have a second?
I'll second that as well.
Second by Ms. Eaton. Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? No. All right, moving on to the director's report.
Okay. We start out with program highlights. We experienced a surprisingly high record turnout for our family fun night on October 25th. We had 332 people show up. We typically get about 20 people for this bi-monthly event, the family fun night. So fortunately, Amy, being the children's librarian, had approached a pumpkin farm somewhere out by Milford, and they let her go and pick as many as she could fit in her vehicle, which is a minivan. So she's probably had about 200 pumpkins. We had enough of those to go around, and we just scrounged and pulled all of our reserves of craft kits and prizes and candy, and we had enough of everything for everyone. So we're going to plan for it to be a huge event in upcoming years, like it was this year. Our Crafts with Santa event will be held on Saturday, December 17th from 1 to 3 p.m. This is typically one of our biggest programs of the year. Children will be able to enjoy a story time with Santa, which is a new piece, a one-on-one visit and picture with Santa, several make-and-take crafts, and a snack. All children who attend will also receive a brand-new age-appropriate gift-wrapped book and a candy cane. We are in need of volunteers to help out with registration as well as the craft station, so please let me know if you're interested in helping. Hazel Park Library Friends. At their November meeting, the Friends voted to reimburse us $593 for the cost of food for our summer reading picnic. Additionally, they approved our request for $200 for more books, new books for the Santa program. And lastly, they voted to give the library $415 towards Halloween candy and our upcoming Santa event. The next meeting will be held here at the library in this room on Thursday, December the 8th at 6:30 p.m. Everyone is welcome to join us. Membership is free and pizza will be served. Moving on to donations. I'm pretty thrilled to announce that we received a $9,000 donation from the Effort Family Foundation. Effort Family, for anyone who doesn't know, is the family of our retired librarian, Linda Sims. In the 18 years that I've been here, they've typically given us at least $10,000 a year, which makes them our biggest benefactor. We also received a $1,000 memorial donation from the family of Kathleen Hughes. I didn't personally know Kathleen, but she was a lifelong resident of Hazel Park and an avid reader and library user. The Gordon family, which is her family, requested that we use the money exclusively towards the purchase of books for people of all ages and interests, which we're pretty happy to do. And lastly, well, almost lastly, I have something to add, building issues. We've been experiencing heating issues in the staff area of the library. So basically, from the other side of this wall, all the way across, this is the staff area that's controlled by the rooftop unit that has the problem. So the public part of the library, fortunately, is warm and comfortable. It's just the rest, including, well, this is a public area too. So Goya had to come out a couple of times to figure out what it was, and they finally found two large cracks on the heat exchange of the center rooftop HVAC unit that heats this portion of the building. I'm still waiting for their quote. In the meantime, we just purchased a few extra space heaters because a few of us work in back good portions of the day, and we just can't sit in 60 degrees. And we're religiously turning them off and unplugging them at night. One of my biggest fears has always been to burn down the library, which nearly just happened at the Oxford Library on the one-year anniversary of the Oxford school shooting. Then lastly, we are looking at another huge problem for library problem. It's not a problem for rich libraries, but our security gate and the Date 2 stickers and the stickers that go over them without any notice whatsoever were all discontinued. And all the RFD systems won't even just give you a quote. So I am expecting it to be something that costs over $10,000. Mary and I are working on it. finding a solution. Because it's all just become obsolete. You can't even order the existing supplies anymore. They're blaming it on the supply chain chips program. The company that we've been working with, Biblioteca, says that they think there are grants out there that might help us. So we'll keep you posted on what we find out.
Thank you. All right, motion to receive and file the director's report. Motion by Ms. Winter, do we have a second? Second by Ms. Crouch Johnson. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on then to new business. Starting with the annual officer election. Do we have any nominations for president?
I'll nominate Madam Jane Sullivan.
Thank you. So all in favor, any other nominations? All right, all in favor? And I'm abstaining, but any opposed? Hearing none? Okay, that's, my self-esteem is raised, so thank you. Thank you.
Oh, no, so then I
Barbara's like, you gotta like take it back.
yes, no vote, no.
Moving right along, I'd like to nominate Jordan as chief executive.
Do we have a second? Second, great. So nomination by Mr. Robbins and second by Ms. Crouch Johnson. Do all in favor of Jordan Wright as vice president? Any opposed? Okay, making this easy. And then we do have a secretary position that will only do, just so that the new folks know, it will only do, the person will only take notes in closed session when Randy can't be present. That happens maybe, what, once a year? So would anybody like to be, and then the secretary also, I think, if I'm remembering right, would fill in for the president or the vice president. If both Jordan and I are unable to perform our duties. So we have a nomination for secretary.
Or when Randy goes here.
Right. Yes, thank you, Barbara. Yeah, when Randy's not here, this person will take minutes.
Lisa, do you like that?
I don't care.
No?
Very enthusiastic, yes.
Yes, does anybody feel like you'd be enthusiastic? Yes. Don't all jump at once.
Don't nominate Lisa.
All right, so nomination of Ms. Crouch Johnson by Mr. Robbins. Do we have a second? Second by Mr. Wright. Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Congratulations. That was, no one opposed. Okay, moving on to, gosh, my sixth grade student council stuff to see me now. The holiday closure dates. It looks as though staff have requested to close on the 27th, 28th, and 29th of December.
I'd move that.
The messenger.
I'd move to set the date.
Motion by Mr. Robbins, second by Ms. Winter. All in favor? Aye. Yeah, is there any discussion there? Anyone opposed? Okay, it's easy. All right, moving on to the 2023 library board meeting date, the proposed schedule. Does anybody have any comments? Is there any discussion? There's one thing I wanted to throw out, and I was wondering if we could move the September 25th meeting because that's going to conflict with Yom Kippur. It's like a really short overlap, but it's still an overlap. So I would like to amend that either to move it to the September 18th or to a different day of the week during the week of the 25th.
When does it end? 6 or 7?
So it will probably end around like 8 or 9.
I know, but also 26 is safe?
The 26th,
Tuesday.
let's see here, that's September, I wrote this down.
September 26th, we're
That's
open
Tuesday.
till.
Yeah.
We're open till 8, but we typically have family fun night in this room, but we could always move it to
26.
the kids area of the library.
No, we can, no, let's put the 18th.
Yeah, let's just move it up.
Yeah, we can move it up a week.
Okay.
All in favor of,
Is there an August meeting at all?
Yes,
When is that August meeting?
it is the 28th.
Are you planning on meeting here for that?
I really dream of missing it, and fortunately it falls on the very last Monday of the month, so I will be here.
okay. So do we have a motion then to approve the meeting dates as amended with the September meeting being on the 18th of September at 7 p.m.?
I move to support.
Awesome. So motion by Ms. Strauss Johnson and a second by Mr. Robbins. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Nobody. All right, easy. Moving on to the next order of business, the new business here, was added by Barbara, the welcome and intro to the new board members. So let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. Just, say your name.
Which way do you want to go?
Oh, we'll start with you. You should start with you, Rich.
My
See the,
name is Bridget Robbins. I've been on the board and it's been a while, but anyway, happy to be here. Involved in a few other things, so I don't know what else I can say. Hobbies. Living, I suppose. Well, anyway, for those who may or may not know, I just have one transplant for 40 years ago, so it doesn't work. So at least I can breathe. And anything else up to that? I don't know. Okay. How
It's
about-
always the voice of reason.
yes,
Where we go.
absolutely.
We go, "Oh." And we like,
Absolutely.
And,
hi, my name is Barbara Winter. I think I was on 2012. I only quickly, I don't know how we were, I became citizen in 2011 and 20 years in a year, so 1 year old. We bought a house with my husband in 2003 in Hazel Park. We have a dog and a pet. My day job, I work for Open County Board of Commissioners. I've been enrolled in many other clubs throughout Hazel Park, this is where I reside. Jeffrey and Rich, I've been got involved with the Friends, and then decided, with the library board, and I'm very proud of our director and our library board.
Richard, you didn't say what inspired you to be on the board.
Oh.
I don't want to go there.
Did I beg you? Did I beg you?
Yeah.
I
Nobody
do
does.
remember that.
Oh, well, yeah, the original, originally it was Red Bull. But,
Oh, and all of it?
but,
Who's our friend?
isn't
I
so,
know who you said. Is that Richard Western?
Yeah.
There's competing with the
We still didn't get money from them,
No,
right?
And we never will.
I would never, it doesn't matter. It's past, we don't remember.
the water over the bridge.
Yeah.
Water under the bridge, the water over the bridge. So, Karina, why don't you tell?
I'm Corinne Stackler, I'm the director. I've worked here for 18 years, and as I'm director, the first 10 for the first 9 years, I think, I was the adult services librarian. So I was over there 7 hours a day, and I became director about 10 years ago. I live in Madison Heights, and that's about all there is to me.
Lisa Coach Johnson, I've lived here 52 years. I was the community rep for Hazel Park Schools for 6 years. So I did a lot of work with the library and with Randy and Amy. And Wayne. At one time, I was on 17 board seats in the city. Yeah, at one time, it was a lot of boards. I have one of the founders of the nonprofit Hazel Park Creative Arts. My daughter comes here to a lot of the functions. Randy's been phenomenal with the teams, and I've seen how much a lot of the kids come here after school because they have nowhere else to go. And it keeps them out of trouble, and I wanted to make sure that that continued them.
Thanks, it's a welcome. Jeffrey?
Jeffrey, all of you know me. I've lived in Hazel Park for a little over 20-some years. I've been involved with the library off and on, different things, and I enjoyed doing some of the things that I did with the library. And let's see, I run the Hazel Park Flower Club, which you see all the beautiful flowers around the city. I also work with a group of high school kids at Hazel Park High School. And I love the things that the library does. I know when I first moved to Hazel Park, the library sure introduced me to the rest of the city because that's where you found out about everything. And so I love the direction the library is going in, and I love to be involved.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Welcome aboard. You all probably figured out that I'm Adam Duberstein, and I have been on the library board since November of 2020. During my day job, I am a clinical psychologist, which sounds way more exciting than it actually is. And I also teach, I'm going to start teaching a class as well, just to give myself something a little different to do. I wanted to get involved with the library because I feel like it's kind of the living room of the community. It's a pretty special place. I've spent a lot of time in libraries, some of it against my will, I won't lie. And I have to say that our staff here is just top notch. We couldn't get a better team. Another fun fact, I have 3 dogs. They're all large, and I'm sure you'll all see them at some point. So that's my story.
Yeah, your dog, the library there.
They should. I'm afraid my oldest would rip books. She has a thing for ripping paper. So I'm going to teach her the Michigan School of Psychology. I just found out today. So thanks. Thanks.
They're in Farmington, right? Do they still have online classes?
They don't. Everything's in person. So I'll actually be going in on Thursday mornings. I'll have to wake myself up early. That'll be an adventure itself. So then, Jordan.
I just would like, I like my boss, like 2017, they looked good for a couple years, previously, in 2010. I was there, had a 15-month-old daughter, 2 dogs, and I did that on the weather.
Thanks, Jordan. People?
April Beaton. I am day job for like the next 3 days. I'm an early childhood development consultant. I am moving positions to become creative compliance director for a foster care agency in Oakland County. I have 2 small children. Amongst those 300 and some that were terrorizing the pumpkin room. I will say they did not paint pumpkins, they opted to paint plastic solo cups, and my backseat has never been the same. They are very crafty, as Lisa knows. She has one of them in latchkey, just maybe this day. Yes, I know. And when I was younger, my kids are just sort of becoming of the age where they can appreciate a library for they've been plenty of times, kind of to hang out, but sort of to understand its connection to the community and, you know, really get into books and different subjects and know what to go and look for. They never sit in the same section because they have very distinct personalities and, they are interested in different stories. But I think just having an opportunity to sort of influence that type of environment for them and sort of leave a lasting legacy for, you know, their peers, is my inspiration.
Thanks, welcome aboard. And then Randy, do you wanna?
No, hi. I'm Randy Katina, adult librarian here at the Indian Library since 2002. I think this is my favorite library in the state of Michigan. I like it here. No, I really do. I honestly think it's one of the best places they could possibly be. So you new board members, congratulations. You're working for the best.
Oh, yeah, Brad and Caitlin, you guys should introduce yourselves.
I'm Brad Turtle, I'm president of the Pittsburgh Library Fund. We do one of the fundraising for the library inside. I joined with a year, probably about 15 years ago, and then president for 10 or so. And for the last time meeting, I did it today, but the new members, and I have a new Rachel Beach, I had to check with her.
We go to high school together?
My name is Caitlin, and I actually was with the Hopstaff Community Board, so I wanted to come to be welcome, and you guys are excellent, and our staff here is super helpful, and if you ever have any questions or don't some community, like ask them, they are more than welcome to help you. And that's nothing but a living resource for anything that you need to know about the city or about the library or anything, and they're open to help you. The best. I moved here in 2015 and lived with months. I in the library and many things. I actually the one who told me to become to be part of the friends and I joined with Brad, and then after being part of the friends, she was like, you should be a board member. She's always looking for ways to help our community, and you know, I'm really happy we wanted to be part of it too. So thank you for that. And good luck. We'll be meeting.
Thanks, Randy. All right, now that we've all been introduced, moving on to the funds for the heating system. Rich, you want to say more before we?
Well, I wanted to see whether, because I know there's $1,000 in it, as far as time to win it, right?
Yeah, correct. So just for the new members, director is allowed to spend anything up to $1,000 without the board's approval, anything over $1,000 she needs the board approval. So if we, you know, find out, or she find out within a week or two, we have two options. We can either schedule a special board meeting, it can be a quick one, but still sometimes with, you know, 7 people, different schedules, different lives, it's more difficult than easier, so which rightfully so was thinking. We don't know how, I think we can, because we want just for the purposes to replace it.
Yeah.
So we can have a motion, yeah, and she doesn't have to come back to us.
You want to do it up to the certain amount.
I don't do that.
Do we know it's like $500 or it's $5,000?
That's the same number I had in my head.
I suspect it'll be more.
What it will be, it's
Yeah,
$10,001.
I hope it's not that much.
And if it is, then we readjourn.
Right.
Okay, yeah, it's fine, so.
But, you know, we can take ourselves.
So we can wait for the quote as well, if we want
You
to.
can do 10,000, up to 10,000 for each particular.
That's why we have money in building maintenance.
Yeah.
I guess I would make a motion to approve that repair up to $10,000.
Motion by Mr. Wright, second by Ms. Winter to approve the heating repair for up to $10,000. Do all in favor, or any discussion? Okay. So if there was anything else. And then do we have, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Oh, hearing none. Okay, that was easy. That brings us through old business committee reports. Do we have anything? Right, no, we haven't said
But
that.
in the report, Colleen, would you mind just updating us how the search for the security person is going?
I still haven't received a single applicant, but, we recently spoke to someone at the Little Farmers Market who works there, who I also happen to know. And she seems like she would be a very good fit. She's interested. She may not be able to do all the hours, but anything would help tremendously because staff are burned out, not only dealing with it, but we're having a hard time getting our work done, Randy in particular, because he's up there with them as soon as school gets out.
Banking with them, okay.
So she has been ill with COVID,
Oh.
but she's finally on her feet again. So I emailed her today, and I have a good feeling that she's going to take it, and I don't think that they can scare her away.
So is she, so we're looking for 4 to 5 days a week, right?
5,
5, so is she available for how many days?
4,
Oh.
yeah. So that would
And
be a
those are after
huge,
the school.
that would be a huge
Yeah.
relief.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. That's where the problem is.
I know that.
They're vaping, they fight, they're loud, they're disrespectful. One of them just vandalized the new wood floor upstairs. Did 2 graffiti things, one in Sharpie and one in pen. It's,
You had that person saying that.
he is working it off. I was going to ban him, and his grandmother talked me into letting him work. And actually, it's going very well. He's being a good worker.
Did we ever have success connecting with schools?
I made a contact with, the principal in our high school, and then about the grade,
The problem is
the
that
middle schooler.
they were telling, apparently the principal at the high school was telling the students not to use the library unless they had to do a school report. But fortunately, they don't listen to authority anyway. And it's not high school students that we have a problem with.
Really? He's a guy, right?
No.
No, you don't know?
Tim Schultz from the junior high.
Oh, really? What
Yeah.
happened to the high school kids? Really good.
He's gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My
There's been a lot of
daughter-
shifting, there's been a lot of shifting.
So what's the argument, whether she went against the library?
I don't think it's nothing against the library. I think that just some of the kids she knows has been, it's been hard, you know, with fights and control. And she probably was just thinking it was maybe some of hers type of thing. But I know the kids from the junior high, I know it's like, because you had banned them from here. And I had a incident with them at Scout Park.
Several of them have been banned from Scout Park.
Yes.
They started coming here when it got too cold to be at Scout Park.
We know what you.
Some,
Pass along to the people.
Randy and I are going to do that.
Okay.
Because we're facing it firsthand, so.
Yeah.
And about the wheel might test out with the security person and the.
Maybe we mistaken.
In recent weeks, we've had much less problems. But that doesn't mean, because we've started at such a high level.
The
It's
band
going
so
down.
many.
The one kid that we mentioned with Losing to Graffiti, his grandmother came in. There were some hard words between the police and the kid, and he has been showing up every day, doing a very good job working to convince he actually was able to completely clean the floor. So we have had some very positive results. That said, we have some kids that I am shocked to say are actually the way they are, so.
Oh.
The other thing, moving on back to committee report, the Library of Things, PLN finally did the cataloging, and Mary started, linking them to create records so that people can see them in the collection, and they should be out early in the year.
Fantastic.
Once another, we've got a board seat. Did everyone get sworn in yet? You did? You did?
Does anyone know if someone who is like an incumbent gets reelected, they have to be sworn in?
They do.
Yeah,
They do.
Because James Jimmy thinks they do.
Yeah, they, oh,
Really?
sorry.
Oh, pop on over there, do it again.
Oh, so all these things are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so he didn't think we told me that we felt that we didn't have to do anything because the election wasn't certified. That's the time I went in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But we've got an Oakland County, it's not up to the city.
And I think we come, oh, okay, we come to certify this last week.
Last week.
Yeah, there was some errors.
Oh,
Now, the question here is, why is it that we start out to do it? Why is it on the election now?
January, I think it's finals, right?
I believe so.
Bylaws.
Hmm?
Bylaws, it's in the bylaws, I think.
Right. I mean, if there's gonna be a problem with Oakland County certifying the election and people get sworn in, you know, that's a little bit of a problem.
It turned out to be a non-issue.
So,
So,
and because we have a late fourth Monday, we said.
And, I need to, meet with each of the new board members and give you a building tour, an orientation, and the Michigan trustee manual. So I'm going to, contact you individually and set that up.
we've also probably.
I'll be in touch this week.
Some kind of MLA training too.
Yeah, I always forward those opportunities to the entire group. Trustee training.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna let people now, I mean, now that everybody see it, is anybody interested in joining the strategic plan?
So it's on me and I need to set up. Yeah, I will continue signing up, doing what I want, so, I don't know who else is on it, so.
Right.
I
am.
By virtue of being president, I'm on it.
I was, I was close to.
Right. That was a choice.
And we have to have three, I think, we can't have four.
I'm not a board
You
member,
should want to know, yeah.
No, no, yeah, three.
so we'll get one.
Anything else relating to committee reports? Okay, anything for planning the mural project? Are we even?
Nothing, yeah, it's fine.
We just want to get out there and drop it.
It's not good.
And,
Oh, no, it is.
This is the first time the Madison House Library is showing us up in some areas. They have murals on the exterior of their building.
right. Yeah. Which is, speaking of, at the outside of the building, I like what they did over here. The glade,
On the hill.
yeah, it's all over the whole block over here. Yeah. We had suggested that about 10 years ago. When we first put that thing out there, too bad we didn't get to it first.
I'm just glad this had on stone.
Oh, that thing, you know, ended up.
Speaking of, would you mind just double checking how is the electricity provided there?
Yeah,
So maybe
I will.
we can, I don't think we can afford it, but sooner or later, we will try to light our sign. But now with electricity being brought up, it might be an
I
easier.
think they ran electrical.
there's electric too, there's something like that. The big-
Oh, just to the hill?
The big sign is on.
Yeah, it is, yeah, but then the light is just the cord is hanging from the tree.
Where's it going? Where's it going?
I don't know, to the sign, so you from the sign to the tree, you can see the extension, green cord, and then the lines are lighting over.
So I had, another thing I forgot to include. I had, approached both the city manager And Timothy Wright, who is head of the water department, about the $2,000
Oh,
water bill.
okay.
And it's our responsibility because the meter only shows water that was used. I'm convinced that it had to be the contractors that did the work on the hill, but they claim that they had their own cement truck that came with pre-mixed cement and just laid things down.
They have to use water to clean it up. They have to use the wipe of the truck.
Who is, another one?
I think it's Kim Young, I said it right, yeah, Kim Young.
Yeah, I thought this was unfortunately old news. So our new bills are normal, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's that one anomaly, it's usually about $60, and then it went to 2,000 for that 1 month. Because someone did something, so I'm going to make a point of finding the most sophisticated, complicated, faucet locks that money can buy and installing them.
Don't we have cameras on the city building? Can we find out?
They do.
I can try again.
Yeah, you can say that you on the board member request, of you.
Okay.
Yeah, because even police stations are here. I don't know how long they keep the recording, though, or if they record. They have to record, but I don't know how long they keep it.
I would say it should be minimum 45 days.
Yeah, but it was over, yeah.
All right, so any public comments? Hearing none, we can move on. Any board member and director comments, and we can just go in alphabetical order.
You're
So,
first.
oh, I'm not actually now. We're
No.
gonna change.
Oh, I am.
Oh,
Yeah,
April.
April's first now. Steve, no comments? All right, Ms. Crouch Johnson. I've got a couple things. I just want to welcome Jeffrey, April, and Lisa, and I want to welcome back Jordan, Rich, and Barbara. It's good that everybody's here. I think we're going to be a good group, and I just want to thank the Effort Family Foundation and Kathleen Hughes family, as well as the Friends for all the donations they've given. So that's all I've got. Mr. Olivier.
No comments.
Okay, Mr. Robbins.
I got nothing today, except thank you for the donations we have.
Ms. Winter.
Yeah, thank you for all the donations. I told the one, I told you guys, I will be having a party this year. We will be on 17th. I'm asking.
Oh.
The Christmas party.
That's the calendar.
Okay, perfect.
And
So when you fill in the December for donations and you correctly, I'll be receiving December.
Mr. Wright. All right. Great.
I wanted to welcome all of the new faces on board. It's always exciting to have new blood at the table. And I think there will be great things moving forward.
I mean, a party note, if everybody's going to staff, so not staff, but the board is interested in meeting up sometime during the holidays.
Oh, don't we have any restaurant in the park?
We do, the little-
Barbecue?
Yeah, barbecue place and then
Yeah.
these quick bites.
I have something else to say too. I wanted to thank Barbara. She just gave us a $200 check for the teen Halloween overnight. And she came and made an awesome breakfast for the team and probably bought all kinds of groceries for that.
They
too.
didn't need any. Next year is just, what are those Tide bars or whatever? I'm going to buy 3 boxes and that's it. No food, no vegetables.
You are so good to us and to them. Thank you.
All right, so we don't need a motion to adjourn because we know when we're meeting again. So with that, we can adjourn. The time is now 7:45. Record time. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, 4-year-old, the lady at the next night lives near right here.
Oh, boy.
It's fantastic.
No.
That would be sweet. Yeah. That'd be
But
cool.
it's expensive. Yeah, it was supposed to be for free. But like, they were supposed to be $25,000.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I could, but I want to check that.
Yeah, please do, but I just wanna remove because we thought like, we didn't have seen, we were looking into it, and there was liability insurance, it's holding, all of that, so we just thought like, we will be paying it's much more, so I will try again. They are, after COVID, they are so fishy.